Welcome guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasha with Queen Fit Tasha. I chose a name, well, thanks to the few people that contributed to picking a permanent name that I'm going to use for all my social media platforms. Yeah, so I've decided on Queen Fit Tasha because, girl, I'm a queen, okay? I'm a queen. Feeling silly today, but yeah, first of all, if you're a new subscriber, please do click the subscribe button and like this video so that I can succeed, okay? I need your support. I need that like. If you ain't subscribed, do it, please. I'm begging on my knees. I would be on my knees, but yeah, so yeah, thank you for coming today to watch what's on my channel. Feel free to explore. And yeah, so let's get going. Before we go any further though, let's welcome Brandy, a new piece to my collection. I'm a new woman every day, guys. This stay-at-home thing is new for me, so I'm just having fun with it. So on today's discussion, I was like, you know what, you guys, let me take you a little bit into my world, and I'm just gonna fold some laundry. Clean laundry, not dirty laundry, but I do have some dirty laundry to share, to air. It's another edition of What's Happening in Zambia. My people are doing it as usual. And on today's hot gossip is murder and affairs. First of all, if you don't know, Zambian women are as dangerous as they are beautiful. So you're welcome to like sample us out and all of that, but do not cross one or you might just end up 6 feet under. But we're so sweet as a people, as a country. We're so sweet, we're so loving, so caring, and so accommodating. Yeah, that's the word I was trying to say. So in today's hot gossip, like I said, it's murder and affairs. So I'm no Brad Mondo. I'm new to YouTube and I don't know how to attach like another video playing up in the corner and me commenting on it. I'm new. I'll catch on eventually. But for now, I'll just put a link in the description box and you guys can like click on it and follow the story and like watch the video for yourselves. But you know what? I can't focus on folding and talking. Let me brew some tea and sit down so I can spill for you. You guys are gonna love this story, or maybe be creeped out. I don't know. So yeah, the tea is ready to be sipped. I don't know, you guys. I've been in a gossip mode. I think it's just all the time on my hands. Suddenly, I have nothing to do, like in terms of work. Of course, what I do is work. I mean, being a mom is like hands on. You're definitely doing something. You should be doing something at all times. If you are like not lazy. But yeah, I've had a lot of time to go through Facebook feeds, Instagram feeds, and just read about stuff. And so yeah, gossip naturally will be available to dig into. And yeah, so this story, guys, is about a woman in Zambia. Yes, Zambia. And she's currently serving a life sentence, okay? She was initially put on death row, but apparently she was given a lesser sentence by the president to life. And she's already served 11 years of her prison term. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why is this woman in jail, in prison. Like I said, she was convicted of murder. She murdered her husband's mistress. Yes. She killed him. She killed her. As you can tell, I just slipped. If you ask me, I think she should have killed him. But then we'll circle back to that. But yeah, so pretty much according to her words, she said for this affair, the mistress and the husband, it lasted for years, you guys. And I think the reason it got to that point, probably the husband wasn't providing properly to the family and, you know, spending money and time on his mistress. And so the woman got fed up, and her words, not mine, she was advised incorrectly by people that the only way, and I quote, the only way to end the affair is to take her out of the picture. I know, like, I had a little bit of some chills when I was watching the video, and I was just like, how, like, what a wrong way to look at things. Like, why are we always going after the woman, ladies? Like, I don't get it. Like, why are we always going and chasing after the woman? Clearly, she didn't approach the man and pursued him. I mean, yes, it happens where single ladies pursue married men, but it's rare. It's normally the other way around. You see what I'm saying? Like, men chase after women. Single women, like married men, go after single younger women. It's very rare for a married man to go after an older woman unless they're influential or they have the riches, you know? In which case, I wouldn't mind. Like, honey, once that one kicks the bucket, make sure she includes you in the wheel. Then we're bowling too, right? Just kidding. Am I though? Anyways, yeah, so I don't understand why as a society we have like just normalized going after the woman. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, so she pretty much said her friends and people that knew about it advised her to just get out of the picture. I mean, that could mean many things, but I guess she took it as put her to sleep permanently. It's like, oh dear, such a messy topic. Delicious. So yeah, so she murdered the husband's girlfriend, and now she's in prison. She has lost her children. She has not seen her children. They won't speak to her. They won't let her see them for 11 years. Like, I lose my mind if I don't see my kids just for a day, which has never happened. I can't imagine for 11 years you are separated from your kids because of a man. You know, and there's this thing in my country, like, before a woman gets married, even a man, you go through this training of advisories. Like, there's a committee pretty much of women, mostly married, like older women, cultured women, people that have endured marriage and they are successfully married. So they coach you. It's like a pre-marital coaching for women, and pretty much they educate you on the ins and outs of marriage, which is beautiful, okay? This is the part where I love my African culture so much, because you always have people ready, they have your back, like they want you to succeed. So this council of women, they gather up for, it could take a month or a week, depending on how much money you have, because you have to pay for it. It's not free. And they counsel you. pretty much. And mostly what is talked about is about how to tolerate a man. You know, I feel it's a little outdated. I mean, we're really advancing as a society, as the world. That's hot. Ah. And we really need to update what we are really advising our girls that are just getting into this long-term commitment. So the only thing you can teach your daughters, of course you're a daughter, you're a child of many mothers when you're an African child. You can't just teach your daughters to tolerate the nonsense that these husbands put them through, you know? They're taught to tolerate abuse. They're taught to tolerate cheating, which is a form of abuse. A man can be promiscuous and adulterous, but as a wife, you have to pray about it. Get on your knees and take that Bible and get that war room going and pray for God to change his ways. Hallelujah. Why? Did God create that person? He's perfectly perfect, just the way he is. God had a reason for creating him that way. And we're taught to, if your husband is cheating, you have to change. There's something wrong you're doing that's causing him to go outwards. And honestly, that's not true. You know, so you'll find a man will have a mistress and leave very little for his wife and children to fend on, and he's lavishing these women outside of his marriage, and you're just taught to look the other way. Just endure. He's going to come to his senses eventually. And women are dying of depression out there because their marriages are not working and they feel like they're at fault. They feel like they are helpless. They can't change anything. In most cases, they are, because majority of the times, the man is the sole breadwinner in these marriages. So by leaving, she puts the kids at risk. And it's wrong. It's very wrong, because it messes with your mind. It messes with your self-esteem. You feel worthless and hence driven to do something as ridiculous as killing your husband's mistress. Like I said in the beginning, she shouldn't have killed her. She should have went after him. You know, he's the one chasing Sally. Huh? So what did Sally do? I'm sure she got fed up at some point. She was like, you know what the heck? I'll give you a chance. Maybe with the promises of, I'm going to leave my wife. I'm going to make you my wife. She had hope. You know, don't go after Sally. Go after Dick. And like I was saying, he probably is remarried by now, cheating on his current wife, and she's serving time in jail. In prison. Hard time forever until she is dead. She's going to drop dead in that prison because of Dick. Nonsense. Zambian women, wake up! Things have changed. I'm telling you. Don't belittle yourself by going after a man's mistress. Let's work together as women. In fact, what you should do is sit down with that woman and figure out how to fix this man so he knows his place, which he would have to pick a place. Is it Sally's place or is it my place? But he can't just keep going back and forth, and you are told to go in the war rooms and pray for this man to change his way. He ain't changing. Even pastors cheat, and they're the direct link to God. Who's going to pray for the pastor? I'm just drinking my tea over here. But yeah, no, we need to instead teach women on how to find release. That if your marriage is going wrong and you've tried the healthy steps on trying to revive it, give it life. We need to start teaching our girls coping mechanisms, self-care, if they have the resources available. Take on self-care. Option one is, of course, to walk away from it, find a source of income and take care of your children and hop to God, which is, this one is a good prayer, that man will have enough sense to still provide for his kids even after you leave his worthless ass. And you'll find yourself some ways to sustain yourself and your children. That's option one. But if that one is a dead end and you feel like you can't do without this man, then suck him dry. I'm not kidding. Find a way to reestablish yourself in his financial world. Have access to his money so that your kids are not starving or in rags, and your rent is paid if you're not living in your own house, and your bills are paid, your pantry is stocked, you have underwear, you have access to things that a wife needs in the house. And finally, if that's not going to help you release that tension and pressure, get you a younger man. Yeah. There are a lot of young men out there seeking experience from older women. Yeah. Get you a boyfriend, especially if he won't lay down with you. Get yourself a boyfriend, honey. And let's see how that feels. Because the days of where we looked at adultery or infidelity as only a masculine thing are very quickly fading away, and it's not even in style anymore, because we've been taught this song for so long. We've been singing it for well too damn god long. We got to put it away. Nobody should be cheating on anybody in the first place. You know, when you enter a union, you're committing to a lifetime. So if you're not trying to bring back life into that union, then you should part ways. You shouldn't cheat on your partner. That's abuse. That's emotional abuse. This can be classified as gender-based violence. Cheating on your spouse is being abusive. That's what it is. Like, no two ways about it. So if you're being abusive to your partner, stop it. Otherwise, start throwing punches too. Don't be bullied. You're going to fade away. And then what's going to happen to your kids? And the same thing applies to men. There are men out there that are loving and kind and genuine, and then their wives are cheating on them. You know? That's abuse. And it shouldn't be that way. But okay, fine. You don't want to leave each other. You love each other. You are like Bonnie and Clyde. Then, my sister, go find a side male chick. I won't say that word. A side cockerel. Since he wants to have a side chick now. Let's all be siding. So we can both come home happy. Alive. You know, from different bloods, like the men say. I needed fresh blood. You need fresh blood too, my sister. Instead of you going to shed blood. That's all you do. Don't. Your kids will grow up with another mother whilst you're still alive, saving hard time over a person that couldn't appreciate you as his woman, that helps him build a future, raise his kids, help him be the man that he is when he leaves that door, when he walks out the door. And if he doesn't appreciate that, fold your hands and get yourself a side cockerel. I'm not even joking. She also talked about women needing counseling. Yeah, I mean, if you really are not into the whole infidelity thing and chasing after his accounts and trying to squeeze out money as much as you can to get your household going, seek counseling, which I'm telling you, a lot of counselors out there will give you two options: walk away or find a way to fix your marriage. But obviously, you've tried to fix your marriage. You're probably the only person that's trying to fix your marriage, because that man has his sights set on somebody else. So he won't pay you any attention. So you can't fix something by yourself, especially if you're not the one that broke it. The second option they tell you is go and find yourself. And there are many ways you can do that. Like that psycho girl. I shouldn't have left. This is so heartbreaking, guys. But anyways, like I said, Zambian women, we are as dangerous as we are beautiful. Just treat us like a rose. We're so pretty. But those thorns, honey, they be sharp. They might prick you if you don't handle it properly. So anyways, guys, that is all I have for you. Thank you for joining me with my hot gossip, with sipping my lemon tea. Oh, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Zambian people and what we do. Yeah. And yeah, comment. I would really like suggestions on what you would like to see more on this channel. And yeah, thank you. Have a good night. I gotta go wash this masterpiece off. I'm out.